The story of incredible strength, faith, and a surprising comeback. Meet Samson, a mighty and strong man.
Israel was at odds with its sworn enemy, the Philistines. But God was not going to let his people down. He sent a message to Samson's mother, announcing the birth of a son who would start delivering Israel from the Philistines. There was one catch. Samson had to be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from the moment he took his first breath. That meant total devotion to God, no touching of dead bodies, and no haircuts. Samson grew up with incredible strength, not just muscle, but God-given power. We are talking about ripping apart a lion with his bare hands or slaughtering 1,000 Philistine soldiers with a donkey's jawbone. He became a legend, a one-man wrecking crew against Israel's enemies. Samson, however, was not immune to temptation. His great weakness was Philistine women. One fateful encounter with a Philistine beauty named Delilah sealed his fate. Desperate to stop Samson, the Philistines recognized their opportunity. They bought Delilah with wealth in order to get her to reveal the source of his power. Night after night, Delilah pestered him, batting her eyelashes and using all her charm.
Come on, Samson, tell me your secret. If you really loved me, you wouldn't keep things from me.
Samson only wanted to see Delilah happy because he was so consumed by his feelings for her and perhaps a little conceited about his own strength. He was aware of God's commands regarding being a Nazirite, though, so he tried to deflect her questions with a slew of lies. Delilah,
If they bind me with 7 fresh bowstrings that haven't been dried out, I'll be weak as any other man.
Delilah, no fool, went and got some brand new bowstrings. While Samson was sleeping, she bound him and then summoned some Philistine men who were hiding nearby. Samson, to her surprise, snapped right out of the damp bowstrings. They weren't strong enough to hold him. A little frustrated, Delilah came back. "If you weave my hair into the loom and fasten it tight," he said, "my strength will leave me." This time, Delilah wove his hair into the loom as he slept, then called out again. But Samson just woke up, yanked his head free of the loom, and the whole thing broke apart. Finally, after 2 failed attempts, Delilah got more serious. She pulled out all the feminine tricks, the crying, the pleading, the whole gauntlet. Worn down and maybe a little suspicious by now, Samson still wouldn't tell her his real secret. But in a moment of weakness, he decided to give her a different kind of answer, a kind of half-truth.
If my hair is cut, my Nazirite vow will be broken, and the Lord will leave me. Then I'll be as weak as any other man.
This wasn't exactly the full truth, but it was close enough for Delilah. She finally had what she needed. That night, while Samson slept soundly, trusting Delilah completely, she called in a barber and had his hair shaved right off. And that's when Samson's downfall truly began. Humiliated and broken, Samson cried out to God, and slowly, miraculously, as his hair grew back, so did his strength. One day, the Philistines were having a party in a large temple dedicated to their god Dagon, and they brought Samson outside for entertainment. Sensing the familiar rush of strength, Samson moved to the pillars supporting the temple. With a mighty prayer, Samson pushed against the pillars. The temple crumbled, burying Samson and the Philistines beneath its ruins. In a final act of defiance and redemption, Samson took more Philistines with him in death than he ever did in life. Samson's story is a wild ride, a reminder that even the strongest of us can be brought low by our weaknesses. But it's also a story of God's unfailing grace. Even in his darkest moment, Samson turned back to God, and God in turn empowered him one last time. So what do you think about Samson's choices? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic Bible adventures. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you, and God bless you.